Today, you get a twofer.
That's two different brands, two similar styles, and we'll tell you a little bit about these brands as we get them cut open and resold, so let's go.
All right, so this is a pair of Grant Stones. He had a botched job on these Triumph toe plates. Let me show you how bad these things are. They're pretty much sitting right on top, and there's big gaps. Looks like a piece of leather was just kind of stuck on there to raise it back up. I don't know why, but we'll fix it.
And this is a pair of Aldens that we have, and he wants these lug soles off, and we're going to replace them with this olive green colored day night.
Now this one is primarily flush, This one, look how deep that is. They cut all the way through the outsole and then just glued a piece of scrap leather in there, and then it was just pretty much glued in.
Okay, we both have our shoes broken down. Now the Aldens, the gentleman that sent these in to us, he wants new cork put in there. So that's what I'm about to do on these. And then Heath, what have you got?
All right, so these were not worn very much. It was just kind of a botched job on the toe plate. So we're not gonna replace the cork. There's no need to. I have seen the inside of these. They do have a steel shank and they do have cork.
Okay, the cork is in these shoes. It's going to take a little while to set up because unfortunately hot cork takes an hour or two to really get hard before we can put the soles on. Also guys, what we're going to do when that cork finally does dry is Heath and I are going to come back and we're going to rate these two brands and we're going to compare and contrast them and give you guys sort of a score on what we think. But before we do that, I'm going to go enjoy a quick cup of coffee from today's video sponsor, the Morning Dram. Now there's three smells that you're always going to smell around this place: leather, whiskey, and coffee. And I think the Morning Dram accounts for two of those. And the reason for that is because they are known for making coffee beans that are infused with the smell and taste of whiskey. Now, the way they do that is they age their coffee beans in old whiskey barrels. So that way you're getting the smell and the taste without the actual alcohol being in your drink. Now guys, I'm going to give you three reasons that you guys need to take time to check out the Morning Dram. Number one, he's a big viewer of the channel. That's actually how we found out about Tommy. Tommy reached out to us. He's also a big viewer of the Rose Anvil channel, and he is a big boot head shoes guy. So he reached out, said, hey, I think your audience is going to love it. I've been a long-time viewer, and hey, we are all about supporting you guys as well. Number two, the coffee is absolutely delicious. And hey, even if you don't like the taste and smell of whiskey, they also offer coffee beans that do not have that taste in there as well. But you definitely need to try them. And number three, this is not Tommy's first rodeo. He is actually the owner of the Flatiron Room in New York City, which was voted by Whiskey Magazine as the #1 whiskey bar in America. Now the starter kit is definitely the best value. Basically, if you were to order everything in this kit individually, it's going to be $138. Do you know what? Order the kit and you get it all for 99 bucks. This includes 3 bags of coffee, the handheld grinder, a stainless steel dripper, as well as their orange tin camp mug. Guys, it makes a great gift, and as I mentioned before, there's also an option for all non-barrel aged regular coffees as well. Guys, make sure to check out the link down in the description box and go to the Morning Dram today. Okay, it's my turn. Cork is now dry on my shoe, and I have the shanks put in there, a little bit of the fabric that's covering that. Now it's time to get some glue on these and soles, and then we'll both continue.
All right, since these shoes are very similar, we're gonna score these things and tell you what we think. All right, the first one is origin of production. Mine is made in China.
All right, Aldens have been around for decades, and a lot of you folks know that they are still manufactured here in the United States of America. So, since we make all of our products here in the US, I'm gonna have to give the point to Alden for origin of manufacturing.
All right, the next category are leather components. We're talking insoles, heels, midsoles, and stuff like that. All right, so for Grant Stones, I know the midsoles are veg tan, heels are veg tan. The counters on these things, now I've read, I couldn't see on this one, but they are full grain leather, and the insoles are also veg tan, so high quality on that.
Okay, now I've been doing the Alden, and for the price, I would say so far all of mine have been leather. They have leather uppers, leather insole, and then in the leather welts. But the only thing that was not leather that I was a little disappointed on were the heel blocks. So for what you're getting for the price on an Alden, it has leather board heel block. So boop, I have to give a point to Grant Stone.
All right, so we've got the soles stitched on. Now we're going to talk about stitch density. Now I measured on these, and the Grant Stones come out to about 6.5 to 7, and it's pretty good.
And on this pair of Aldens, we're around 5.5 to 6 stitch density. So just a fraction less than what you're seeing on the Grant Stone. So again, I'm going to have to give this point Grant Stone. All right, so sometimes guys just want us to do little off-the-cuff things, and one of the requests on this one is he wanted to have sort of our Maker's Mark logo put on there on the insert along with his Alden, so that's what that is.
All right, we're done with these shoes. We have two more categories, price and ease of ordering. Let's talk about price.
So when it comes to price, Alden again is made in the United States. So that's going to affect the price, a little bit. And on average, Aldens are around the $600 price range. You can also find some of their styles as well as their shell cordovan in the $700 to $800. Now, Grant Stone, most of theirs are around the $300 price range, and you can find some that go up a little bit as well. And those are made in China. So for about half the price, you're able to get Grant Stone. So I'm going to give the point to Grant Stone.
All right, so the last category is sizing and ability. Now, Aldens, a lot of times they do a 2 width. They actually do a heel width, and they actually do a standard width, where most brands, including Grant Stone, are going to do a standard width, just an A, B, C, and onwards. We actually called up to Alden to ask a little bit more about their widths and their sizing, and we actually had to leave a message. They called us back back, but they basically said we had to go to a store to try on or to, to purchase. So if you want a little bit more user-friendly website, I'd definitely go to Grant Stone. If you want to go and actually try it on yourself, you're going to have to find a store around the U.S. or a retailer that sells Alden. So it's up to you. All right, so for a point, I actually have to give them both a point for this, because there's guys that have to have those double measurements and you want to go in and actually try it on, then go with the Alden. If you like the ease of just ordering it online, then go with the Grant Stone. Because people have different preferences, I'm going to give them both a point on this one. All right, that wraps it up. Let's do a quick recap on what we thought about these two brands. Now, obviously, you can do the math. Grant Stone actually won out over Alden. Both are good brands. Both are easy to work on.
On my pair of Aldens, the gentleman sent these in to us, wanted to give it the works. So we took off the original soles, the original top lifts, heel blocks, and we replaced them with olive green colored day nights. And he also wanted to upgrade to stacked leather heel blocks, which is what we did on that. He also wanted to add another leather midsole, which was not on the original, and we did that as well. He also wanted to play around with the thread colors. We put a little cream color on top, orange on the bottom, and added our logo to the insole, and that just about does it for the Alden.
For the Grant Stones, we didn't actually have to do a lot to these because, remember, this was just a botched toe plate job, but because it was botched, we had to replace the sole. So we kept it as original as possible, even the tack design on the heels. We were able to use the original midsole. We didn't even have to replace the cork because these things have barely been worn. So I think we got it back to as close to the original as possible, and they look a lot better.
Okay guys, that just about does it for today. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, y'all have a good one.